and girls, today when you're doing your reading, I want you to not only focus on taking notes, but I also want you to focus on adding your own thinking to your notes. Now that you're writing your own nonfiction books, you're not just going to write facts. You're going to add some of your own thoughts. You want to read this information and see, what does this make me think about the information that I'm reading? So here are some notes that I took about how baby penguins are born. I'm going to read you my notes first, and then I'm going to show you how I can add my thinking to these notes. The female penguin lays an egg. The parents take turns guarding the egg. The chick hatches, which could take weeks. Chick breaks small hole with beak. Pushes its way out, which could take 2 whole days. How crazy is that? Then the chick pecks at the parent to feed them. So then once the chick's finally out, the parent actually feeds them. So there are a few different things that you can do, or different ways that you can add your own thinking to your notes, which then you can add to your writing. Here are some sentence starters that you can use. You don't have to, but these could be helpful. One is, I wonder, or this makes me think, or maybe this means. These are all different sentence starters that you can use in your notes that you can then transfer to your writing later on. So I'm going to think for a second. I'm looking at these notes here about how babies are born. It seems to me, hold on. This makes me think that the parent penguins, they're not just the kind of animals that like lay an egg and like walk away and leave, right? It seems to me like they're the kinds of animals that like take care of their young and spend a lot of time with them, because there are some animals that once their young are born, they kind of like leave them alone. This doesn't seem like the kind of animal that does that. So I'm going to add that to my thinking. This makes me think that penguins care for their young and take care of them. So as I'm jotting my notes today, I'm going to start to think about thoughts that I can add to my notes. So I want you to do that too. So you can even go back to your old notes and just kind of jot it in the margins, where if you have notes like this, maybe just add, and if you have a Post-it, you can use that. If not, just like, draw a little arrow on the side. It doesn't matter. Notes can be messy. That's totally okay. And this kind of just add it to your notes like that, so that when you go to draft your chapters, you have some thinking to include in your writing.